Today on the table, we have a Colt Officer's Model. Now this is a double action revolver with a medium frame that they used. It was produced between 1904 to 1972, and it was mainly focused on sport or target shooting. And there were 4 variations of it that were made. There was a target model, a target rimfire model, a special model, and a match model. So those are the 4 different choices. In the first variant, which was the target model, that was made in 1904. And it was kind of like a premium model. Again, it was more focused, like I said, on the sport and target shooting. And it was really more of a common one. And that was produced in 2 different calibers. It was in that 32-20 and in the 38 special. Now that one had, at the time, had multiple variable lengths in barrels. So you could get anywhere from 4 to 7.5 inch barrels. But most people ended up always just buying the 6-inch barrel, and actually over time they really just started only making the 6-inch barrel because that was what most people ended up purchasing. And then again, because these were produced so early, I mean, because again 1904 is early, they were the first revolvers with a clockwise barrel rotation, which is pretty slick in that regards. And they used to make, and I mentioned that too before on one of the other pistols, but or on one of the other revolvers, is they use that in the advertising, that they turned the right way is what they would use against Smith & Wesson, which was kind of slick. Now in 1930 they did the rimfire model, which was the 22 caliber, and those only were like produced with the 6-inch barrel because that was actually the most common barrel. But all versions were discontinued in 1972. Now in 1949, there was the Officer Model Special, and that one was chambered in 38 special as well, and it had an adjustable sight, and that's what this actually is. So if you look right here, you can see the adjustable sight here on the top. So it's actually kind of cool. It's like this big flat front sight, and there's these tiny little dash marks right here where you can make tiny micro adjustments, and then you have this very large sight here in the front to see off of. But they made these. They made them up until 1972, but then in 1953 they made a match, and that was produced in all the same calibers, again up until 1972 as well. And the only really difference is that they had it was produced on the special E frame. Well, actually, I'm sorry, this is the E frame, while the match was produced on the J frame. So, and it had a little bit different of an adjustable rear sight on it as well. So, just kind of cool. So, but I found it because it's in really, really nice condition. There's this little scratch here you can see here. It doesn't look very deep at all. It's still got a lot of bluing left on it. You know, it's a 6-shot. I'm actually curious. I don't know how many rounds the 22 is. I'll have to look that up to find out, to see what it was. But again, just a little quick overview. They came in 4 different calibers. There was a 22, a 32-20, 38 special, and a 38 long Colt. And like I said, this one was for 1950, and I don't have one of these, and I thought it'd be cool just to get one. And there were 2 that I was looking at. One actually was missing the screw in the grip, so I obviously went with this one because it actually had the screw. But if you have one, you know, let me know in the comments if you do, or if you shoot it. Do you do any target shooting with it? Have you ever made any adjustments with it? Be curious to know. Or do you have one that has a non-heavy barrel? It's just a standard barrel. I'd be curious onto that one as well. But yeah, thanks again for watching.